Our next guest has a lot of people who love to watch him on TV, but now we have photographic evidence that fans of the canine persuasion also enjoy watching him. Take a look at this dog attentively, I can't say that word today, listening to everything Dr. Mike has to say. Clearly a very wise dog. And that very same dog is probably rushing to the TV right now because Dr. Mike Hutchinson from Animal General in Cranberry is here with us today. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
Very
Hi.
good.
Good to see you.
That was a great photo.
Yeah, that was a fun photo.
That was sent from one of our clients. I thought that was pretty hysterical.
They
So.
know.
Well, apparently dogs from all over are running to the TV right
I think I
now.
hear snow. Little feet.
I hope they're wagging their tail.
Right, they're wagging their tails. All right, one of the things we wanted to ask you about, once again in the news, we've been reporting these pet food recalls, dog food recalls in particular, and you start to wonder, is there something wrong with how we're making dog food? What's going on?
No, so what happens is that, there's zero tolerance for any contamination in any kind of food, now including pet food. So that means one bacteria, and bacteria double every hour. So one little mistake in the process and you have a contamination of the food, and they have to recall it if they see it in several bags. So that's Salmonella, E. coli, Listeria. I think that that's probably normal, except now they're watching it more closely, so we're hearing about it more often.
I see.
They're doing a good job.
Okay.
I've always wondered, I'm a vegan, and so a lot of my vegan friends only feed their dogs vegan dog food, but is that actually what's best for a dog?
I don't think so. There's been plenty of studies on it. They can survive on a vegan diet without a problem, but it's better if they get some meat. And that's been shown, animal protein in dogs, they do better. So some of the lower quality foods don't have as much animal protein. They have just protein, which is fine.
Like isolated
Right,
soy or
right.
all those things.
And we'll do that for some dogs that have serious allergies and things like that. But like I said, they can live a normal life. But the studies have supported that dogs will do better if you give them animal protein versus vegetable protein. So I would recommend that diet if I could. So
What an interesting question. That was good. All right. Something else we wanted to talk about was something that a viewer, I guess, reached out to you about, and that is caring for a dog that's blind, because those are special challenges there, right?
Yeah, and some of these blindness cases come over slowly. There's a disease called progressive retinal atrophy. We call it PRA. And they'll slowly go blind. They'll start out at night. They get night blindness. They don't want to go out and go down the steps when it's dark out. And then it progresses to the day and they start bumping into things. The good thing about dogs or any animal that goes blind is that they have no psychological hang-ups at all. Just don't move the furniture.
Right.
And so it's we tell people, sometimes I'll be in the exam room and I'll say, how long has your animal been blind? And they look at each other and say, our animal isn't blind. And it's functionally blind. And then I'll say, well, don't move the furniture. And then they come back next time. You were right, Dr. Mike. We moved the furniture and they walked right into it. I said, don't move the furniture.
Why did they not listen to me the first time? Listen to Dr. Mike, people. He knows what he's talking about. All right, something else that we talked about earlier that we wanted to bring up with you is how smart cats are. So they did this study that was in a scientific journal. They did it in Japan, and they were saying nouns to cats.
Yeah.
And then they would say like short little nouns, and they'd throw the name in there and see if there was any recognition at all. And they found that they believed there was recognition. So the bottom line of it was that your cat probably knows its name, but if it doesn't respond to it, it's because it's a cat.
Yeah, just
right?
take care of
It's
me.
just like giving you side eye instead. It's like, yeah, I heard you.
Exactly.
I just don't care.
So the majority of these studies are done on dog intelligence. They do very few studies on cat intelligence, so I'm glad to hear that came out. But they did find that there's twice the amount of neurons in a brain of a dog than there is in a cat, 2 times the amount. I think there's like 600 million neurons versus 300 million. In a person, we have 16 billion. But if you want to take that Chihuahua that has double the neurons of a cat and take it out hunting for mice, who's going to win?
Right.
So how do you measure that intelligence truly? I think evolution has adapted animals to whatever their role is, and so I would pick the cat every time. Now, if we're doing a math problem, I'd pick the human, I think.
Right.
And
Well, it depends on the human.
I don't know. My math skills are not so hot, Dr.
Well,
Mike.
I have a serious question. So, how does one convince their spouse to get a pet?
Well, there you go.
David?
So here's the best way to do that. Just come home with it. Just come
I'm
home.
going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah. Just come home with it. You know how many times I've heard that story where my husband or my wife didn't want to have a pet, they didn't grow up with a pet,
Right.
and I just came home with it and they just kind of dealt with it, and then the next thing you know, the animal always seeks out the person that doesn't want it there and bonds with them. And it's the animals know. It's just nature's
Animal
way.
so
Seeks out
smart.
the person who doesn't want it
It's-
They're
there.
like, love me.
It's
That is
nature's
so
way.
interesting.
But I will say, don't give animals thumbs. Imagine if they had opposing thumbs like cats. They'd be getting in the cupboard. They'd be doing what they want. They wouldn't need us.
They literally wouldn't. You're right about that.
All right. Once again, wise words from Dr. Mike, and we thank
learned
you.
so much.
Dr. Mike Hutchinson of Animal General in Cranberry. He is a regular contributor on PTL with his Ask Dr. Mike segment. You can also listen to his podcast and find him on KDKA Radio. He's very busy. Now,